me all my untagged videos. So if I've just taken a video and saved it to my device, this is where it'll show up.
Yep.
In the top where it says untagged, next to that, that's an inbox. That's where my players have sent me raw video of their strokes to me. So from the players app, they can go to their video analysis, tap to record, video their own stroke, and they can then send it to whatever coach they want to send to at your program.
Yep.
So if the coach, this was huge during COVID.
Yeah.
So if I tap on my inbox, these are all the videos that players have sent.
Yep.
Okay. So from here, I can tap on the video, I can analyze it, and then put it into their locker.
Yep.
So next to inbox is by players. So this is basically what I'm able to see broken down by player or by stroke. If I want to see only forehands of all the players that have forehands, I can do that, or serves, whatever the case might be, or I can break it down, just see all of this particular player's strokes.
Yep.
Okay, so if I go back to the untagged and I take this particular video, I can see if there's any comments been made. If I want to make a comment, I can just hit the plus button and put a comment in there. So some people have used this collaboratively and had different coaches, give comments on it. I've actually had some programs set up a mock player account called video sharing.
Yep.
And so no players see it, but then go in and say, take a video and then send it, tell your coaches, hey, I just added a video, forehand video to video player. Please go make a comment so let me know what you think. So from here, if you look in the top right corner, there are 3 dots.
Yep.
If I tap on that, then I'm able to share this, so I can just send the raw video however I want to share it, via text or whatever. I can share it that way, put it on social media. I also have the option to analyze, associate, and tag it.
Yep.
So analyze it is pretty obvious. Associate it means it's going to go to a player, to a specific player, and tag it is obviously tagging which stroke it is. So if you analyze, associate, and tag, the player and parent will get a notification saying, Coach, Sean or whoever does it, just uploaded a forehand video into your locker. Mm-hmm. So the coaches will have it in the player profile on the coaches app, that particular video with the analysis, and also the player will have the same thing on their apps as well.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
If you just want to associate and tag, so for me, if I'm going around, if I'm, the lead coach or whatever, if it's video week, and I'm going around, I'm getting everybody's serve video. I don't want to do an analysis, but I definitely want to put it into the player's locker.
Yep.
I can just hit just associate and tag. So if I do that, if I hit just associate and tag, I pick the player I want to associate it to, and I pick the stroke, which that's a serve, obviously. And then once I hit save video, that player is going to get that notification letting them know that the serve video was just shared with them. There's not going to be any analysis on it, but it's going to be in their locker, and then coaches can go back to that particular stroke video in their locker and do an analysis if they wish later on.
Yep.
So you can do it simply as I'm taking the video, I'm sending it to the player's locker so that they get a notification, or I can do a full analysis and share it and tag the stroke as well.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the player's profile that I just shared that with. So if I go to players, tap on the player. Sorry, I had some walkthroughs here. If I go to this player's videos, that's where the videos will show up.
Yep.
I can then tap on the video and do whatever I want from here. So I can analyze, associate, and tag it from here. I can edit the video name, player stroke. I can do whatever I want from here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. As far as the tools on the video, if I go back to the video analysis, and I'm going to see if I can use one of these inbox. So if it's in the inbox, it's in the cloud. So if I tap on it, and then I tap on Analyze Video, it'll ask me to download the background or wait here to download. So I'm going to wait here while it's downloading.
Yeah.
So as it downloads, once this happens, then I'm able to do whatever I want with it. So I will say allow access. And so from here, this is where I can scroll forward and backwards.
Yep.
At any point in this, if I want to use, for instance, on the right-hand side, if I want to use the angle, I just tap on the angle.
Yep.
And then I get to certain point here, and I say, we want this angle to be a little bit more like this and like this.
Yeah.
Whatever the case might be. I can tap on another tool and say, okay, we need to get our toss a little bit more forward. And if I tap on the flashlight at the bottom, I can say, your back knee is starting to come around a little bit too soon. We want to stay sideways. And to get rid of these or go back from these, you simply just hit the back arrow in the bottom right corner.
Yep.
So that will get rid of the last thing. If I want to get rid of all the tools on here, I just hit the little phone going in the trash next to that, and that empties it out.
Yeah. So when you've used the tools to highlight those angles and the errors and so on, do they save to the video for later?
They do. So the red record button at the top, that's what you press first. So once you press that, this is like you're actually sitting with the player. So I'm going to see if I can actually do this because I've got my headphones connected to the video. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tap the record button. And we want to make sure that we keep our back knee back a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so that we don't come around too quickly and that we don't lose this angle too quickly so that we can get more explosion off the court.
Yep.
Here. I then tap on the record button again, and that stops it. So all of those things should be saved. Those highlights, the voiceover and everything. I'll tap on the player who I'm going to share it to, and that's a serve. And I just hit save and okay.
Okay.
And that should save to that player's locker. So once I do that, they're going to get a notification saying that Coach Doug just shared this serve video with you, and they can go view it. And then they'll be able to hear all the same thing that you just said.
Okay.
In terms of like your breakdowns, your voiceover, the arrows, and everything else.
Yep. Okay. And then, so you can only edit that in that way once you've you've saved it to the cloud, then re-downloaded it. Is that right?
No. The ones that I just brought from the cloud, like you have it on your device. So I'm gonna do a quick video just here.
Okay.
So if I tap the video button. Actually, it probably won't let me do it because I'm on.
Because you're recording everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could take a video and then on that video, as it's just recorded on the player's profile, you can edit those things as long as you use the record button again at top of screen while you're doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've got that.
Yeah. So I'm going to tap on this and see if it plays for us. Yeah, it won't play because I'm on video.
No, that's cool. All right, I'll play around with that. I think that's pretty good. I was just trying to figure out.
Okay, so here's another thing too, Sean. If you look in the middle of the page here, on the bottom, halfway down, it says original video.
Yes.
So you can go back to that original video anytime down the road.
Yeah.
And look at it again. So if you've got a player for 5 years, you can go back to that original video and say, hey, look, this was your serve 5 years ago. Let's check it out and compare it to this other serve.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool way to store and keep all that stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
And you can
What else have you shared any files or anything? Have you sent any video?
Just before we leave the video analysis part, there's a part on there you can actually do videos side by side. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. So I'll go in here again. I'm going to pull a couple of these in. So these are videos that players have sent to me.
Yep.
And that's why they're in the cloud, so they're not on my device yet.
Yep,
if I would have taken it on my device, it would have been in the untagged. Okay, there's that. So I'll do a side by side. I'll add a video here to compare it to. So if you go panoramic on your phone, it'll do the same thing. But essentially, you get whatever stroke to whatever point you want. It's usually contact, right? So
yeah.
if I get him to contact, and then I scroll the other one to get him to contact, and then I hit the chain in the middle of those two scrollers, that's going to sync those two things, and then they move as one.
Wow.
So then I've got both of them going as one. Yeah. And then again, you just use the tools or whatever things you want to point out. This is a super powerful thing. I've taken video. We don't have any raw video of pros, so I've cheated and stolen some screen recordings of different pros myself. That's probably the easiest way to do it, just to have it on your phone.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to find real time and not already slow motion video on YouTube and whatnot. But yeah, that's how you do it. And if you want to, separate them again, you just hit the chain on the bottom right hand corner to do it. And again, you can send this to two players. You can send it to one, comparing them to the other with the record button.
So
it basically works the same way.
Yeah, I missed a bit. How did you actually bring two videos up at the same time?
So you go to. So if I go to this particular video, I hit the three dots in the top right corner. And I go to analyze. In the top left corner, next to the X.
Oh, the VS.
There's the VS, yeah. And if I tap on that, that's why I can pull in another video.
Okay.
You can also pull in videos. You can import videos from, like if you go to at the very beginning of the video analysis piece, if you hit the camera button in the bottom right corner, you have the option in the bottom here too to import. So you can import from your camera roll. And then in the bottom right, you can also change your settings. So if you go to 240 frames per second, you can see every single frame. Like on a serve, especially, that's really helpful to show it. And like I said, you can import from your video library if you'd like, if you've got things on your in your camera roll.
Okay. So
that's video analysis.
Okay.
Anything else you want to go over?
Hang on, I'll just change rooms. So I'll just stop that video. I'm just